Hey everybody, welcome back. So before I continue with lesson 4, I want to fix a mistake that I made in the previous video. So I noticed that this window is like way too close to the edge, so I had to double check that. So I realized I dimensioned it to the center of the window and not to the front. So to fix this rather easily, not easily, but more efficient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, hold down Control, select all these windows. So if you did yours correctly, you don't need to do this step. But if you followed my mistake, then just select all these windows here. Did I pick that? Yeah, okay, they're all blue. So, and then what I want to do is come down here to this first one. I want to click this dot to where it's on the edge of the building. Click this dot to where it's at the start of that window, not the middle. I'm going to change this dimension to 3'4", and then it moves all those windows over for us. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this end over here. I don't know if it'll work as easy on this one because we mirrored these, right? We're going to give it a try. So I'm going to select all these windows. Select all these. Make sure they're all blue. I think I got them all. Yeah, so, I can grab it up here. Yeah, so this one up here, I'm gonna click this dot, click this one. So we got that. We're gonna change this to 3'4". Hope they all move with it. I think they did. I think we're good now. Okay, so now what you want to do, now just save it. Go to File, Save, and now that's the way it should look. Let me make sure that because what we're gonna be doing in this video here, we're gonna be copying these windows up. So I wanted to fix this before we started copying them up. So now when we copy them up, we don't got to do that to all those other windows. Anyway. All right, so now we're ready to begin lesson 4. All right, so from here, the first thing we want to do is go up to File. We want to Save As. We're going to save as a project. I'm going to save this as exercise 4-1. Press Enter. Oh, I already have that already done. So for you, you may not already have this, so you won't see this. But for me, I've already kind of started creating that, so I'm going to save over this and replace it. Yeah. And then what I want to do is go over into my project browser. I'm going to double click on level 2, but make sure you double click on the floor plan level 2, not the ceiling plan level 2. In fact, let me just minimize that. Yeah, so double click on floor plan level 2. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to where you see detail level. It says coarse. We're going to change this to medium. And then scroll down to where it says underlay. So the range base level 1, we want to click that. We don't want level 1, we're going to click none. And just kind of move your mouse over into the screen area, and it'll apply all our changes there. And then from here, we're going to add another level. So we have 3 levels. So right now, I think we only show 2. So if you go over to your elevations, you can double click on any of these. Usually I double click on the south elevation. And you can see our elevation, our levels. So we have level 1, we have level 2. And also notice that they're right smack dab in the middle of our building. So if I just left click on one of these levels, and you can zoom in and grab this kind of like intersection here and drag them over. Notice how they both move with it, hopefully. Just kind of drag them off to the outside of the building there. I think this could be good, but you can also grab that and drag these back and forth like so. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a level 3. So to do that, if you go into architecture all the way over to the right where you see datum and then click on level. So I'm gonna start over here on the left because it wants to create the tail first. I'm gonna call this the tail, and then the side, the little circle on it, I'm gonna call that the head side. But kind of start from level 2 and just kind of work your way up to where you see it's 10 feet, and then left click it. Make sure that you have that dashed line because that lines them up with the other ones below it. So left click. I'm gonna drag and kind of pan over. I'm gonna keep going to the right until you get that dashed line again, like boom, right there. And then left click it. So now I can hit modify to cancel out of that. So there's our level 3 at 20 feet. And notice that level 3 has already been created for us in our floor plans, in our ceiling plans as well. There's a level 3. We didn't have to do anything like that. It did it for us. Don't bore us, take it to the chorus. Anyway, yeah, sometimes I digress. All right, so now we're gonna go to level 1, double click level 1, or just click on level 1 tab. All right, so now what it wants us to do, it wants us to select all the interior walls, all the doors, all the windows, not the windows on the exterior of the building, just the windows that are in our walls. But you want to select all of that, but you don't want to select the elevator because that one's already goes up all the way to the top. So to do this, just kind of hold down your control key. Some of these I can create a window and kind of grab this. It's a process, I'm not gonna lie. Just gonna select all these. I'm holding down the control key. I'm trying to select all of this. Select, just we want to avoid selecting the elevator. So I just kind of zoom in, double check, make sure I got everything. Hopefully, yeah, so just make sure you don't select the elevator. We got all of that. And then what does it say? Okay, so now we're gonna go to, you wanna go to up at the top where it says clipboard. You wanna go to click this middle one where it says copy to clipboard. Like so. And then it says click modify on the ribbon. So click modify. I'm gonna go to level 2. And now what you wanna do is you're gonna go modify up here. You want to go to clipboard, paste, and we're going to paste to align to current view. And so it's like it cut and pastes our items from the first floor up to the second floor. It puts them right where they were, lines them up for us all nice and neat. Okay, so now it wants us to go back down to the first floor. I'm gonna click on the first floor tab. We're gonna kind of do that same technique, but this time I'm gonna zoom in, hold down control. I want to grab the elevator door, not the elevator itself, just the door right here. I'm gonna select that. I want to select all these windows. And that's why I wanted to move them in place and get them corrected before we did this step. And I'm just holding down the control key and just selecting each window one at a time. Because we want to just grab the windows, not the wall with it. I think we're good there. Yeah, so then we're going to go back up to our clipboard. You want to hit the copy to clipboard. We're going to go to level 2. We're going to go to clipboard here. We're going to go paste align to current view. And there we go. All right, so next it wants us to, we're gonna select all the interior doors, windows, walls, everything except the elevator shaft again. So Again, I'm gonna hold down the control. I'm gonna try to select all of our stuff. So I got that. That, click this. Gonna pan up. I wanna select that. Did I get that door? No. No, I got it. I think I got that door. It should have everything turned like bright red so I can tell that it got selected. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I think we have everything there. Okay, then what is so we're gonna do? Let's see. Oh, then it says select the filter button. So the filter button is up here. This big funnel looking thing. And we just want to click the walls and uncheck everything else. Like so. And then over in our properties, we got the walls. Click OK. And now over in our properties, we're going to change this where it says top constraint up to level 3. We want to change this and make it unconnected. And then apply. To apply, you can either move your mouse into the drawing area or move it, go down here to the bottom and click apply. And now it says select the elements again. Really? Select the elements again. Now copy the selected elements to the clipboard. Come on, man. They're playing with us. They're playing with us, aren't they? So I still have all my walls selected. I'm just gonna select the doors. I think these little windows. Let me draw a crossing around this again. I don't have those doors selected. I don't have that one. I think when you move the wall, the doors and stuff move with it, but I don't know. Who am I to judge? All right, so do I have that door selected? Yeah, it's blue. All right, so I think I got all that. Now what we're gonna do is, it says copy this to the clipboard. So again, we're gonna go to clipboard, hit this middle option, copy to clipboard. And then we're probably gonna go up to level 3. Yeah, so I got those copied to the clipboard, right? So now I can hit modify. It wants us to go to level 3. Where's level 3? Over here, level 3. Under my floor plans, double click level 3. We're going to go to detail level. We're gonna change this from coarse to medium. And then under our, so we're good there because we have range, our base level is none already. So then what we're gonna do is I think we're going to, let me make sure, we're gonna paste. We're gonna go up to paste, align to current view. Bam, there's all our stuff. Left click out of that. Okay, so now notice I don't have these exterior windows or that elevator door. So I'm gonna go back down to level 2. I'm gonna hold control, select this elevator door. I'm gonna select all these windows one at a time. I know this is a big pain, right? Like, seems like it'd be easier to make one window again and just mirror those. Would be faster than selecting all these one at a time and doing all this, but hey. All right, so we got all those windows selected. We got the elevator door. I'm going to go up to clipboard. I'm going to copy the clipboard. I'm going to go up to my level 3. We're going to go paste, align to current view. Bam. There we go. So let's look at a 3D view and see what we got going on here. All right, we're good there. I think we need to fix these walls right here. Yeah, it says select all the level 2 walls again and set the top constraint back to level 3. So select all the level 2 walls again. So we got to go back to level 2. We're gonna select all these walls. It's a game, they're playing with us. All right, so I'm just gonna select all these walls. I really just want the walls, but if I can use that filter thingy. Yeah, I do that. That works. That works. That works. I need that. I need that. That. Oh, helps if I press the Control key, not the Alt key. I was wondering what's going on. I was like, what? All right, let's do that. Make sure you hold down the Control key as you select your items. I know you're like, come on, bro. Get it together. There, do we have all that? Okay, so at least I got all the walls selected. So then I'm gonna go up to my filter. I'm gonna uncheck everything except the walls. Hit apply. And it says we're gonna go over to our top constraint. We're gonna make that up to level 3. That's what it says, right? Top constraint. Select all the level 2 walls and set the top constraint back to level 3. Okay, yeah, okay. Then we're gonna hit apply, which it already did. Let's take a look at what we got now. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, so from here, after doing all that, definitely you want to save your project, file, save, and then we'll pick up with adding some additional interior walls in the next video. So come on back, you can watch me struggle again. All right, peace out.